Hello everyone, welcome to the very first episode of Matt Makes Monsters. My name is Matt, and today we're going to make the Beholder from Dungeons & Dragons. I am glad you could join me. You know, that worked better on paper. No, it didn't. I don't know why. Hey, here we go. All right. Got to build those bones first. So, yeah, you're going to get a little insight into my process here. It's all sped up. I did not draw it this quickly. I wish I could, but I'm just not there yet. Maybe ever. This is just, yeah, a little insight. I did this on an iPad Pro 12.9 in Procreate. And it's got a little video feature, which is awesome. It actually records everything you do, and you can play it back, and it's all built into the program. It's spectacular, and I love it. So I'm building the orb first. I've decided to wait on the eye stalks, although those are coming. This is the first video in my first series or season. I'm going to be doing Dungeons & Dragons monsters for the next 10 episodes. And then we'll move on to something else. Maybe we'll come back and try more D&D monsters later. But I'm going to see if I can cover the big ones. And the Beholder is definitely one of the big ones. So that's my big plan with this channel, to kind of explain my process and give you some trivia as to where this guy came from. The Beholder was created in 1975 by Terry Kuntz. He was a designer at TSR, and he was also referred to as the Sphere of Many Eyes or the Eye Tyrant. And he is, and he only has one here, but I swear there's more coming. Oh, here they come. See, this is why you put a skeleton first, because that was a mistake. Those did not look like eye stalks. Those look like other things. So we work back on them. And I actually always wondered in the older drawings of the Beholder why people used tentacles with little eyes at the end. And I was like, I don't like that. Now I know why. Because you get phallic situations if you don't. So I actually decided to kind of go in between. And I doubled down and made these things that look like 80s rubber monster tentacles that hold the eyes, which I think it works. I gave a little ocular nerve there too, as a little fun thing, a little handle that you can, just to make it look different. So I'm not a background guy. First of all, I guess I should tell you about me, as this is the very first episode. I've been kind of doing this for drawing professionally for about 20 years, but I've been in the video game industry for 17 of those. And I started off drawing monsters, and I loved it. And then over the years, I kind of stepped away from the monster drawing and got into other things, but I always kind of wanted to get back to it. So I recently found myself kind of on my own for the first time in a long time, and I was like, hey, I want to do this. I want to draw monsters. Hey, by the way, what I'm doing there, drawing light, that is so fun. If the only thing you've ever done is draw with pencil and draw or just digitally and just draw it with black, you're missing out. Throw a darker neutral color or a gray over it, and then go to town with the light. I swear it is so fun. It just makes everything pop. And it's honestly one of my favorite parts of the process at this point. So yeah, here he is all black and white. So yeah, we're getting into the color now. Now, I was a black and white guy for a long time, and I still have a lot to learn when it comes to coloring, digital or otherwise. I'm an old school guy. My first digital pieces were all done with a mouse. I'm that old, but I'm pretty pleased with how they turned out. It's just oh, look at that! I put my signature in. It's gone now, but it's there. I thought I was done. You're gonna see a lot of that. I actually took it in to a friend of mine who is also an artist, and he looked at it and he's like, "So when are you gonna finish it?" And I'm like, "Oh, brutal," but he was right. So there's a lot of rendering and polishing that happens here. While it's not particularly exciting to see, I try to get some zoom in to see so you can see what I'm doing, but I think it makes it pop, except for that smudge along the tongue. This is what's really cool about showing my process, because you get to see all my horrible mistakes. And I'm sure you're like looking at things right now, like I can see things on the eye that need to be colored. Hey, this just happens. This happens, and it's I feel very vulnerable right now, but I'm super glad that I can show everybody what's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna do 10 episodes of Dungeons and Dragons, and then we're gonna move on to something else. If you guys could, like, I don't know, give me, I don't know, go in the comments and tell me what you would like to see. I've got several ideas, like actual, like, monsters of myth, I don't know, Pokemon, I don't know, just whatever you want to see done in 2 styles. I'll do my best, because I love drawing monsters. And I really want to get some engagement going here. This is, like I said, my first episode. I don't know how this is going to go. Magic! Oh yeah, some stuff happens here very soon, where I change the entire palette. I just changed the color of almost everything. It looks good, but I wanted to play around. So yeah, this is pretty crazy. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for decades now. Oh, I made him look more like a lemon. I don't know. I think he looks cuter now. I gotta say, I never really liked the silly looking beholders growing up. I always liked like the furrowed cyclops brow. But I've kind of moved away from that, and now I am definitely a fan of the silly looking beholders. They're almost scarier when they look a little goofy. Because it's like someone did not do that on purpose. That's just how they turned out. There it is. Look at him. Couple little things, a little bit on his mushroom area. I don't know why I did that. I just thought it would look cool, just to give him a little more anatomy. And it's funny because the very first version of the Beholder was just a ball with a human eye and a human mouth, and I love it. I'm going to put it up right there. Look at that. I love that. So, yeah, but there he is. There he is in his realistic version. Now let's go on to the cartoon. I found this way easier, and maybe it's because the design process was already done. I did the realistic version first. And it's funny, this one came about because I was going to just do this for the video. I was just going to like make it for a thumbnail. And then I was like, whoa, hold on. I could just do this in 2 styles, because this is something I'd be doing anyway. And in the video game industry, this is what I've done, right? Like, sometimes a project would require me to do something more realistic, and sometimes I'd be able to skew a little more cartoony. So I have a lot of practice in drawing things in multiple styles. So I wanted to do both. And here he is in his beautiful little cartoony style. I want to sticker this guy. And like, for the record, I'm not doing this because I think I'm the best artist in the world. I am far from it. I have so much to learn, but this actually gives me an excuse to learn. And I love art channels that are inspiring. So I want to kind of do that. That's kind of my goal with this whole thing. If I can inspire people to like draw a monster, or pick up a pencil, or pick up their tablet and draw something awesome, or at least like try. Drawing's fun. I have a blast doing this, and I always have ever since I was a kid. So if I can encourage people to do that, then I've already won. I've already won. Won what? So I like, in addition to giving me your ideas, throw your I don't know, like, upload your image and throw me a link to it. I would love to see it. I might even, I don't know, because this is my first episode. I don't know. I mean, this could get untenable at some situation at some point. I don't know. But if you guys want to, I can maybe pick my favorites of the ones. If you guys want to draw a beholder, throw it in the comments and I'll take a look, and I might post some of my favorites in the next video. So yeah, that's my plan for the next 10 weeks. I'm gonna draw Dungeons and Dragons monsters. If you guys have any suggestions for the show, like I said, your support means everything. You guys are early adopters of Matt Makes Monsters right now. So especially if you're listening, if you're listening and watching this new, I really need your advice because I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, get on, give me some tips, give me some things you'd like to see, and I'll do my best to get there. Both of these images are up. I'm gonna tell you that in a few minutes, but both of these are up online, so you can get a better look at both versions. But yeah, there he is in his cartoony glory. Woohoo! So that's the Beholder done in 2 styles. Both of them are up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can follow the links below. And while you're down there, if you wouldn't mind throwing me a subscribe, and maybe a like or a dislike if you hated it. Your support literally means everything to me because I am just starting out here, my very first episode. This is the kind of thing that I'm going to look back on in a year or two and go, ooh. But hey, got to start somewhere. So if you like what you see, throw me a comment, throw me a like, and smash that bell. Smash it to digital bits. And we'll see you next week when we do another D&D staple. I think it's gonna be the Goblin, guys. The Goblin. So I'll see you next week. Bye. I don't know. That's first episode stuff right there. I don't know what's going on. See ya.